1, 2, 3, take up space! Woo!
In what was marketed as a groundbreaking moment for women in space, Katy Perry, alongside media personalities Gayle King and Lauren Sanchez, boarded Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin rocket for what was billed as a historic, all-female mission to space. The media built up the flight as a powerful step for female empowerment, but what was supposed to be an inspiring event quickly turned into a full-blown PR catastrophe. Hi and welcome to the channel. If creators are clashing, streamers are snapping, and celebs, well, they're one tweet away from chaos. From YouTube meltdowns to kick scandals, Twitch bans to viral X feuds, no one is safe. If it's trending, messy, or straight up explosive, we've got it. This is Drama Unmasked, your front row seat to the internet's wildest controversies.
Weird.
The flight lasted just 11 minutes, with the crew spending most of the time floating weightlessly in space, a journey made possible by Blue Origin's fully automated New Shepard capsule. The whole event was remote-controlled from Earth, and no one on board had to actually pilot the spacecraft. Yet when Perry landed back on Earth, she kissed the ground dramatically, declaring herself spiritually reborn and connected to love, an emotional display that soon became the internet's favorite joke.
Try this one.
Now, so they go up there and they float for like 10 minutes.
At least.
And then they come down.
Let's not minimize this.
No,
Let's
it's a big deal.
Let's celebrate female astronauts.
And what were they up there, 10 minutes?
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about. Look at the moon. It's dark. Stace!
That was one small step for womankind, one giant leap backwards for mankind, as far as I can see.
Now even Wendy's is roasting them, and it's glorious.
The public quickly latched on to Perry's grandiose post-flight speeches, which included claims of inspiring women and girls to aim for the stars. She held a daisy, symbolic of her daughter and Mother Earth.
Flowers for me, I believe, are like God's laughter and God's smile. And I brought a daisy because I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love for Mother Earth.
And declared that the mission was not just about taking up space, but about making space for the future. To Perry, it was a profound, life-changing moment. But to the internet, it was cringeworthy and over the top. Memes flooded social media, mocking her every word and movement.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. Yeah.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10 review.
Okay.
Joe Rogan, known for his sharp commentary, was among the most vocal critics. On his podcast, he ridiculed the whole spectacle, questioning what Perry's findings were from her brief 11-minute journey.
What were her findings? That's my question.
Well,
what did
brought
she
a
learn?
daisy, which
Right.
is super important. It shows you how quick the flight was. The dead daisy that's like snipped from its life source was still alive or still vibrant.
Yeah, and it's
Look at her.
always, yeah.
Shout out Daisy.
Wow.
Look at her
He
nails.
mocked the emotional reactions of the crew, suggesting that the mission was nothing more than an expensive roller coaster ride disguised as a serious space exploration. What was supposed to be an inspiring moment turned into an absurd spectacle, Rogan quipped, tearing into the entire affair with his signature blend of disbelief and humor. Rogan wasn't alone in his criticism. Many saw the flight as a celebrity stunt, a vanity project for billionaires more interested in social media clout than scientific advancement. Critics pointed out that real astronauts, who risk their lives in space, spend years training and conducting vital research, while Perry and her crew were merely passengers in a remote-controlled capsule. The real accomplishments of female astronauts, who have dedicated their lives to science and exploration, were completely overshadowed by a highly staged publicity stunt that failed to resonate with the public. Adding to the outrage, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, later clarified that none of the passengers, including Perry, were technically astronauts. The FAA explained that astronauts must perform critical flight tasks, something the celebrities on board didn't do. This official statement only further fueled the mockery, as Perry's spaceflight was stripped of any legitimacy. The media storm didn't stop there. Talk of a parody episode of The Simpsons was leaked, featuring a satirical take on Perry's flight. The episode reportedly exaggerated her emotional breakdowns, making her appear as if she were panicking in space and giving over-the-top press conferences upon landing. This only added fuel to the fire, as insiders claimed that Perry's team had tried to shut down the episode before it aired, calling it a gross misrepresentation of her intentions. Yet the buzz surrounding the parody only seemed to intensify. Meanwhile, Blue Origin's founder, Jeff Bezos, who had hoped for a dignified moment of human achievement, reportedly expressed regret about involving Perry in the mission. Bezos' casual remark at a private event, suggesting that he would rather send Snoop Dogg into space instead of Perry, highlighted his growing frustration with the way the mission had been perceived publicly. Despite the media frenzy, Bezos seemed to acknowledge that the mission had turned into a spectacle, one that overshadowed the scientific goals Blue Origin had hoped to achieve. The entire situation became a case study in how a well-intended PR campaign can go horribly wrong. What was supposed to be a historic leap for female visibility in space turned into a chaotic media circus. Perry's attempt at rebranding herself as a cosmic guru only deepened public skepticism, with her heartfelt speeches and symbolic gestures coming across as hollow and staged. For the space community, the event was a slap in the face. Real astronauts, who have spent years training, conducting research, and risking their lives in orbit, watched as this celebrity-driven flight became the media focus. They didn't get emotional speeches or viral hashtags, they just did the work. As more voices from within the aerospace community broke their silence, the divide between genuine space exploration and celebrity tourism became more apparent than ever.
The beauty in the Mother Earth in a single resilient daisy.
In the
That's why I
end,
brought it.
the Blue Origin spaceflight was not remembered as a triumph for women in space, but as a cautionary tale about the dangers of mixing celebrity culture with space exploration. What should have been a moment of scientific achievement and inspiration for future generations was reduced to a viral marketing campaign.
People. And Joe Rogan is sitting there with Tim Dillon just mocking her. She's basically a guru now. Let's watch his statements.
How are you?
I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space. I
Thank
was
you for
worried
having
sick.
me. What were they up there, 10 minutes?
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Yeah. What were her findings? That's my question.
Well,
Katy Perry's space journey might have captured the world's attention, but it ultimately highlighted the importance of authenticity in space exploration. As the internet continues to roast her PR-driven rebranding, the lesson is clear. Space doesn't care about hashtags or selfies. It's about courage, sacrifice, and genuine contributions to science. What do you think of Katy Perry's spaceflight and the media circus that followed? Do you think it was a genuine attempt at empowerment or just a billionaire-funded publicity stunt? How do you feel about her emotional rebranding after the mission? Do you think it will affect her career moving forward? Or is this just a passing moment in her celebrity journey? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more celebrity takedowns, cultural commentary, and behind-the-scenes stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and remember, always stay grounded no matter how high the altitude.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Bro.
Stop the cap. Stupid.
Let me tell you right now, Katie, you're officially an astronaut.